Hey everyone, my name is Lauren and I'm from my ironSource's marketing team. If this is your first time tuning into an ironSource Level Up webinar, welcome. And if you're already a seasoned viewer, welcome back. Either way, thanks for joining us. Today, Nadav Ashkenazy, VP of Global Partnerships, will be covering cross-promotion and how you can use it to grow your game business. We know exactly how challenging it can be promoting your new titles to your existing players, and this is exactly why we developed a new cross-promotion solution. In this webinar, Nadav will cover all the ways in which cross-promotion can help you in the ways that the previous solutions were unable to. Make sure to stick around until the end because after his presentation, the floor will be open to your questions. Before we dive into the webinar, here's a bit more about ironSource. The solutions we provide to our partners effectively close the monetization and marketing loop and empower game developers to accelerate growth. Our ad mediation platform is #1 in the market for game developers. Want to learn more? Head to www.ironSRC.com. We will be sending out a copy of Nadav's deck as well as a link to the recording of this webinar after the presentation. If you want to check out past webinars, please head to www.ironSRC.com/webinars. Nadav, take it away.
Great. Cool, guys. So thanks for joining. And sit now? Okay, cool. And thank you for joining. Today we will touch a bit more advanced or niche topic, which is cross-promotion. It doesn't touch all the different game developers out there, but I do think that it's today in a place that it's super important for any game company growth. Definitely if you are running more than one title, at least several titles. And we're going to touch a little bit why to do cross-promotion, how can you do it, what is the best practices, and of course, open for Q&A afterward. So let's start with what is cross-promotion. So it's pretty easy, right? Because cross-promotion is using one product to promote another one of your products. In general, you are showing ads of other games of the same developer in your own game in order to move users between different games in your portfolio. It's important to mention that there are several benefits, at least as we see it, and we will elaborate soon more, but there are several benefits to running cross-promotion. First of all, the main thing that you will see is that the eCPMs, ARPDAU, and LTV, from the monetization perspective, can, of course, improve. As you have more titles to cross-promo, if you are open for cross-promo, you are actually open new demand that can be shown in your game. By the way, most chances that this demand is a very good fit for your games because it's by the same developer, so probably the users will like the other games, and you actually have more campaigns to show ads comparing to what you had before you were allowing cross-promotion. So the first immediate thing that we see, of course, that is under the assumption that you have enough campaigns and enough apps to cross-promo, that you will see an improvement of the monetization perspective of the app that is showing the cross-promotion ads. Then the second layer is that you will see an increase in UA, right? So far, you're doing UA for your games, but you excluded your own games as part of your UA effort, and now you actually open new supply sources, and you'll be able to increase the scale of user acquisition for the different games that you're running in your portfolio. And the third thing that happens is that you start managing an ecosystem and not a specific game. Because what you'll see next is that if you are doing cross-promotion well, and we will discuss how to do it well, then when you are doing user acquisition for a specific title, you don't think only on the LTV of the user that you will be able to buy in this specific title, but you think about, okay, I'm going to get the LTV in this title, but I might get an incremental revenue or LTV by moving this user between different apps of mine. And we're going to touch everything. Let's start and discuss what are the different cross-promotion tools in the market and what can you expect to have and why it became a hot topic only these days, what happened so far. So there are a few different ways to do cross-promotion. The old way that most of you know, probably, right, it's probably started by Ketchup, was in the very early days of the hyper-casual era, is a dedicated native placement. This placement doesn't show any external ads. It's a placement only to show other ads for other games of you in a main screen or different places in the app. The pros, of course, is it's easier to develop in-house and to manage this system and technology in-house. There is no need for data science because it doesn't compete with your main ad unit and it doesn't compete for the same impressions. So you don't need to actually optimize it. You just let your different other games to run one by one in this dedicated placement. And there is no fee, no margin because you are doing everything internally and it's relatively easier. The cons of running as a dedicated native placement is that the engagement is low, right? For if you take the top hyper-casual developers that do run cross-promotion, you will see that the scale of the cross-promotion via the dedicated native placement is very, very low comparing to the scale of the cross-promotion that they get via the main ad units. So for sure, you will be limited in scale, which is okay to do it, but you need to understand the potential. There are no ability to do advanced creatives, right? Today, we know that creatives are the key for growing and for doing very strong and well-optimized user acquisition. If we're speaking about playable, video, interactive end cards, and when you are using only a dedicated placement for native ads, you cannot allow to run their playables, interactive end cards, and everything that requires full screen. The next thing is that there is no targeting, right? Under the assumption that there is no data science, you're just showing ads one by one to the same users. You are not actually monitoring and optimizing the ad to the right user. Even if a specific user watched the same ad 1 million times, you will keep showing him because you don't even know it. And this all leads to a relatively low conversion volume. By the way, I'm not saying not to do dedicated native placement. I actually think that it's good to have a dedicated native placement for cross promo. I just think that it's only part of the solution and it will solve a half or even lower than half of your potential and scale that you can get via cross promotion. Then the next thing that is available in the market in the past few years was different tools, the different mediations offered, right, on the platform itself or even networks. If I'm looking at Supersonic, ironSource, what we always offered is a very simple solution that allows you to cross promo using the mediation. The pros, of course, is that if you are running it via the mediation or via one of your ad networks, then you are using the main ad units, the full screen, the rewarded video, the interstitial. You can allow better engagement, and you have a low or no fee. The problem with running with these tools that are existing in the market for the past few years are few. One, there is no multiple instances, and we know that the technology today of monetization moved into a waterfall that is consisted of multiple instances of the same ad network. And if you have only one instance for cross promo, which is what all the tools offer in the past few years, then you are very, very limited in scale again, right? Because you want to probably have it on the top of the waterfall or maybe as a backfill in the down of the waterfall, but this is it. It doesn't really compete with everything for the full potential. Second, is this tool is based on CPM only, on monetization side, but also in the user acquisition side. It means that as an advertiser, you need to decide in advance what is going to be the CPM of the cross promotion. Of course, that you cannot know or decide what will be the CPM because you have no idea what will be the conversion. You might even don't know the quality, but let's say the quality is average quality and this is what you take as an average CPI. You still have no idea how well will be the CTR, CVR, and it really depends. It will be different values, different days, and then you cannot optimize and you cannot even decide what will be the CPM, how much to pay for it from the advertiser side and where to locate it on the waterfall from the monetization perspective. Of course, there is no dynamic suppression, and again, the targeting and performance is not close to be as good as you can do while or comparing to running your regular and external user acquisition. And advanced creative is also limited usually in these tools, which again hurts the conversion and the potential scale of running a cross promotion via this tool. This was the main option together with the dedicated native placement up until a year ago. The problem is that for both options, there are too many cons and too many reasons why not to use them, or they didn't answer the need of the different developers. Definitely the biggest ones that wanted to cross promotion. Cross promotion is super important for them. And this is why they actually solved it in an interesting way. They said, okay, the dedicated native placement is not enough for me because it's very limited in scale. same from the different tools that are existing in the market. And then what they said, okay, I'm going to run my cross-promotion activity throughout the networks, the different networks that I'm doing UA with, right? So just like I'm doing UA with ironSource and buying users from different apps, I will allow ironSource network also to serve my ads in my own apps. And then I'm running with the cross-promotion, just like any other campaign that I'm running UA for. The pros here are very clear, right? Just like the previous one, it runs via the main ad units, the interstitial, the RV, the full screen that generate the high engagement. It allows you to run advanced creatives, playable, interactive, end card, everything that you run in your regular UA channels, you can run via this cross promotion. And then again, efficiency is better and scale is better. You can run with multiple instances, right? Because the networks support multiple instances. So if ironSource runs the cross promotion via our network and ironSource has multiple instances, same for your cross promotion. You can buy on CPI from one end and CPM from the other hand, right? And this is a key to do a very efficient cross promotion because the networks built in this way were on the advertiser side, in the user acquisition side, you decide what will be the CPI, and then the networks use the data science and the predictions and committing to CPM from the monetization perspective in order to serve your cross promotion ads. And of course, that everything is based on targeting, dynamic suppression, data science, so you know that you are maximizing your efficiency as much as possible. The problems, and by the way, this is the solution that today most of the big users of cross promotion are using, because as you see, it's much better than the old two other options that we had. The problem here is that this solution also has several big cons. First of all, when you are running cross promotion via the network that you are running user acquisition, you are actually paying the full margin or fee to the network, right? Because it is not separated from your regular monetization or user acquisition activity. Everything runs via the same place and you pay the same margin for everything. And you shouldn't pay the same margin or fee for cross promoting your app and for buying users outside of your apps and outside of your ecosystem. It should be two different activities, while this solution cannot make it two different activities. Also in the optimization part, again, when you're looking at your waterfall, you have the ad network instances and you cannot separate and decide, okay, I want to have more cross promotion instances because it's more important, or less because there is not enough fill rate and it's just latency that it costs me with latency, etc. You have to take one decision for both the network with their external campaigns and the cross promotion activity. And the third is you cannot divide the data, right? When you open your monetization reporting, you see how much revenue you made in this app from ironSource as a network. You have no idea what is the breakdown between external campaigns, between cross promotion campaigns. You don't have the exact data that you want in order to optimize your overall operations. And this is what ironSource saw and said, okay, it doesn't make sense that this is a solution that everybody are using. There have to be a better way to solve it and enjoying these pros without paying this price. This is where ironSource launched the cross promotion solution. We were in beta for almost 3 months, running with few of our biggest mediation clients, and we actually went to global availability these days. And what ironSource did is we took our network, right, with all of their capabilities, with all of its capabilities, and we just duplicated it and generated and built a new network that is 100% similar to ironSource networks in terms of features, but it runs only cross promotion campaigns. This is it. So this network, the name is cross promo, and it's same capabilities, but different from ironSource. What are the advantages? So from monetization perspective, this network has the same features as ironSource and others, which means you can run with several instances in your waterfall. You can have a high instances, medium, low. You can have as many instances as you want. And this new network for cross promo can actually compete with all of the other networks and all of other external campaigns on your waterfall. This network of cross promotion from the monetization perspective can work either in fixed CPM mode. You can say, okay, I want one instance with $40, one instance with $20, one instance with $10, and I want this network to serve impressions only when paying me the price that I mentioned. Or you can work on a rev share model and tell the network serve as many impressions as possible and take the needed rev share. And even more important, you have full data transparency. It means that when you wake up in the morning and you want to understand how well your monetization performance were, you can break down the revenue of your app to understand how much revenue came from ironSource network, AppLovin, Facebook, Google, Vangel, whoever you are using, and how many revenue was generated by your cross-promotion network and by your cross-promotion activity. Everything is separated, unlike the previous option, which you cannot separate. For the user acquisition, once again, you can use everything like all the features that you are using to do user acquisition with ironSource. It means that everything is CPI based, unlike the old solutions which are only CPM. It means that you don't need to guess what will be your conversion, what will be your CVR, your CTR. Let the network, the cross-promotion network and the data science to do it. You need to say, I'm willing to pay X for an install. It can be different for different campaigns, for different apps. You can change it and everything is dynamic. You can even optimize the bid automatically and tell the cross-promotion network, this is our optimizer feature. I want to be ROAS. I want to be 70% ROAS day 7. And then the cross-promotion network will change the bid per campaign, per source, per the actual performance that we see in order to match your target goal. You have the advanced data science behind it. You have dynamic suppression. And the most important is that it doesn't part of the regular network margin or fee, but you have a dedicated business terms for the cross-promotion tool, which of course are better because it's your own traffic and you shouldn't pay the price that you pay for external users, which means that your effective CPI is higher because you have lower margin taken comparing to the option to run cross-promotion via the regular network. So this solution that ironSource built is actually taking all the advantages of running cross-promotion via the networks, but it's also killing all the disadvantages. This is why it built much better feature that can optimize everything as much as possible. Let's discuss a little bit what are the best practices of running a cross-promotion in this tool. So let's start with the user acquisition perspective. Our recommendation is to start with your default bid, right? Again, what you probably see is that the average quality that you get from cross-promotion is better than what you get from your average external campaigns. Again, this will happen if you are actually managing an ecosystem and the apps can speak with each other and there is same thinking behind it, and then you'll see that users match it. So start with your default bid. If you see the quality is actually better, of course, that you should increase the bid in order to allow better traffic, better scale. The other thing is to let it run as part of your regular campaign. So let's say that you are doing user acquisition for application X. Just let your regular user acquisition campaign to run also in your cross promotion in your other apps with the same campaign. And then when you break down the data to see the user acquisition performance of these specific campaigns, among the different apps that you will also see your own apps. And you'll be able to see how much scale you got from these apps. You'll be able to see what is your average ARPDAU, ARPU, LTV, retention from your own apps, and then to optimize accordingly. Then adjust your bid according to the quality. And if you are in a very advanced phase, what I would recommend you is to use the optimizer for the campaign and to let it optimize also your cross-promotion activity, right? If it's all under the same campaign, then once you decide what is your campaign goal, once again, let's say I want to be ROAS 70% day 7, then the optimizer will optimize independently on a daily basis the right bid for each application that you are buying from, including your own cross-promotion activity, understanding that the margin and the fee is different, and actually showing your actual CPI, which is better. This is how it should look like from the user acquisition perspective. What you see here is just a sample of ironSource user acquisition platform, which is also the platform that runs the cross-promotion activity. You see a campaign that is running for this application, right? Run Rabbit in these different countries. Then you can see the different apps that you got users from. And you see here marked two apps that are your own apps. This is the cross promotion apps, right? You can see that it's part of the regular campaign. You can see that the bid that you paid per each app and app, the amount of impressions that you got, installs, spend, clicks, IPM, CPI, CPM, day 7 retention, day 7 IIP revenue. You can have also day 7 ads revenue, day 7 ROAS. You can have everything there. Now let's speak about the monetization perspective. First of all, our recommendation and best practice is to treat it just like any other network. It means that you are doing the optimization for the cross-promotion network just like you used to do the optimization for the other monetization networks that you work with. My recommendation for you is if you are working on a fixed CPM manual position waterfall, which is today the standard methodology to improve and to optimize your monetization performance, then just let it run in fixed CPM, then optimize according to the actual fill rate, right? And this should be the same for any other monetization networks you are working with. If you see that your instances have a very high fill rate, you can probably split the instances, and then you'll be able to get better pricing per impression. If you see that the fill rate is very, very low or zero, it means that you don't need this specific instance. You can probably kill it because you are paying the price of latency for this instance. By the way, I also recommend you, and this is another strength of this solution, is that while running with several instances in fixed CPM in your manual waterfall, down the waterfall also have one instance for cross promotion on a rev share model. Because in rev share model, the fill rate is in general very, very high, up to 100%. And you can actually use impressions that are not served by the networks because they don't want to take the risk and to serve an impression for a fixed CPM. Then you can use the cross promotion also to show ads to these users instead of wasting their impressions and showing no ad for them. You should consider to discount the placement or the prices of cross promotion solution, right? If you have a regular waterfall, you probably have network A $40, network B $38, network C $36, etc., etc., etc. You can just feed the cross promotion with the right price and the right place like you want to, or you can decide to give kind of a priority to the cross promotion, meaning you have a cross promotion instance with $30, while you locate this instance even above the $32 ad network instance. Why? Because you want to give your cross promo activity more scale. You want it to, you are actually promoting and prefer to have cross promo instance instead of ad network instance. While you are still getting paid, you are able to increase your ecosystem growth. And the last thing, which is not related to the cross promotion, is that I recommend you to use ironSource A/B testing tool. We have we can also speak only about this, but what it allows you to run is to run with two different waterfalls, divide your traffic into two groups, run with two different waterfalls. One is with cross promo, one is without. See how it affects your users, see how it affects your eCPM, ARPDAU, retention, and of course from the user acquisition platform, look how it affects your scale, and then decide which methodology to adopt. I'm pretty confident that what you'll see is positive results in monetization, meaning better eCPM, LTV, and ARPDAU, or the same if you don't have fill rate, and better scale for user acquisition, or the same if you don't again have enough campaigns and free rate to run it. This is how it looks from the monetization perspective. This is the monetization platform of ironSource. You have your app and your countries and groups. And then on the manual or auto optimization waterfall, you'll have this cross promotion network, which is a dedicated network that runs only with cross promotion. It can be a fixed CPM or a rev share mode, and you can locate it and have as many as you want in the waterfall in different modes to make sure that you are optimizing everything as much as possible. This is it in general for the solution, for the market, how we solve it and how we recommend to adapt it. Happy to hear any question. Okay. Right. 1 second. Okay, I have it here. How do I know what CPI to pay? Great. So the questions for CPI is just the same way that you calculate it for your other UA campaigns, right? You shouldn't treat your cross-promotion activity different in any way. It means that if you, when you are advertising this app, you are paying an average of 50 cents per install, and this is your base bid, and then you adjust it according to the quality, then exactly the same should be done for cross-promotion. If you know that the average LTV is 70 cents and you want to have this in this margin, then start with paying your average CPI, and then look at the quality, look at the average LTV that you get, and optimize the bid accordingly, exactly the same like you're optimizing the user acquisition effort of this app externally of your ecosystem. This is why I recommend you also to have it under the same campaign, under the same everything, because the optimization of the CPI should be done exactly the same like the optimization of the CPI when you are buying externally of your ecosystem. Next question. Is there any other solution like this in the market? So as of today, what we have is what I showed you as option number 3, which is different mediation of different networks offer cross-promotion solution, but it's not CPI to CPM, it's not data science based, it's not multiple instances based. So no, there is no other solution, similar solution in the market. This is what led all the giants, hyper-casual developers, which have a big ecosystem to manage, to run the cross-promotion activity within the networks, including ironSource network, which today runs big portion of the cross-promo of many of the hyper-casual developers. And this is why we built this solution, because there is no other option to do it better. And we truly believe that this will give incremental value. If I have different mediation, can I still use this? As of today, it's part of ironSource mediation. It's a feature of ironSource mediation platform. So for now, the answer is no, but we will look at it and see if we adapt it in the future. For now, it's a business decision more than a technical limitation. How do I know I'm not showing X promo ads to existing users? Thanks to dynamic suppression, right? So this is exactly the advantage of running this cross-promotion activity among the infrastructure of a regular user acquisition network. So exactly like, how do you know that you are not serving these ads in different apps for existing users? Because we have dynamic suppression, and we are using the same dynamic suppression list for this cross-promotion activity to avoid showing ads, because then we are paying the CPM commitment with no option to generate the install and getting the CPI, and then ironSource is who is losing money. One question, is it also possible to book campaigns about this tool? Klaus, not sure that I understood your question. If you can rephrase it and add it again, then it will be easier. Thomas, when you said that ironSource cross promotion has lower margin, what does this specifically mean? The fee that we take for the cross promotion is 10%, unlike the average 30% margin that ad network takes if running cross promotion in the network. How does ironSource calculate the cross promotion instances eCPM on the rev share model? Right, so when you are working on a rev share model, again, everything is similar to how our network behaves when you are doing the same thing. So this is exactly the idea. We took our network and duplicated it. So everything is the same. If you are running rev share model with ironSource network, regardless if it's cross promotion or not, then you are actually getting paid according to the rev share. So let's say that you close 70-30 rev share with ironSource. Then we are showing ads according to our data science with no eCPM commitment. We are getting paid from our advertisers for each installs, and then we are paying you the rev share of what we get paid, right? This is how the rev share model works, and it will be the same for cross promotion or the same of running regularly with ironSource network on rev share model. Is there a step-by-step instruction on how to set up a cross promotion campaign? Yes, we'll be able to share it with you as part of our knowledge center. But in general, it's 2 clicks in our user acquisition platform. And if you are using our mediation and doing user acquisition with us, it's very, very easy to move also to do a cross promotion. It doesn't even require an integration or anything similar. I can't find the point to upload videos or something, like we could do it on Facebook or something like this. I'm not sure what do you mean, Klaus, but please approach us after the webinar. We'll be happy to take it step by step with you and to make sure that you are running via our user acquisition platform and operate it well. So Josh is asking, so users with the app already on their phone that may have been installed through another network won't be shown cross promo. You are right. If a user already installed this game, we will, and you are sending us dynamic suppression like you should too, because this is the standard today, then we are not showing this ad to this user because it's pointless and we can't make money out of it. Where I have to set up the campaign for the cross promotion is being set up in our regular user acquisition platform. So if you want to advertise an app, you just open a campaign in the user acquisition platform, and if you see that you want also cross promotion to work, then you just click allow cross promotion, and then you open the instances in your other apps in our platform, and you can start running the cross promotion. And yes, you need to be activated for user acquisition and to run user acquisition with us in order to run this cross promotion, because the cross promotion is based on our user acquisition platform. This is it. So I think we're good. Great. I think we're good to go. We are here, and we'll be happy to take it with you step by step. And if you have more than one significant app in your portfolio, I really recommend you start doing cross promotion, because it's leaving money on the table until you are doing it, and it will definitely improve both your monetization performance and your UI reach, which is a dream of every game developer that is managing an ecosystem. Thank you so much for joining. It was a pleasure, and see you in the next time.